Haven't really done many videos for a while. Unfortunately, work has been really busy and I keep getting sick. So combined with the two, I just haven't had time to really do many edits. You can probably hear in my voice right now, I'm recovering from being sick again at the moment. I've been off this week with quite a bad cold. But yeah, I did want to talk about figure pre-orders for 2022, plus talking about things like I've just mentioned. I do have a hefty backlog that I'm going to kind of tease before I get into the pre-orders. And the picture on the front already teases some of them anyway, but yeah, let's get into it. So, some upcoming videos, because oh gosh, I am so bad at doing edits that I am really behind in my backlog, so I kind of wanted to touch on this really quickly. So all of these have arrived. Not all of them have even been unboxed yet, but some of them have been recorded. And then, in fact, the Kirigiri Bunny is actually on her way. Parcel Force have her, but they keep failing to deliver it to my address, so we're going to have to just send it to a post office. But yeah, so all of these have arrived. I'm really excited for a Danganronpa shelf. It's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to. So I have these. There's also this set of figures. So I actually got the Skytube Siberia Girl when I got promoted at work back in November. This was like a little present to myself. And it took ages for Chris to arrive, and then she had problems, but that will be... well, I'll go through that in the video when it comes to it. The Mythos Miku, I haven't bothered trying to get out quickly because so many people got her. So she's probably going to go down my list in priority. But yeah, so all of these have arrived, and I think all but Texas have been unboxed. And then there's also these as well. Kiana's on her way because I ordered her from China. But yeah, so there is some good stuff coming. The Resin ponytail one cost me so much to ship. It has arrived just yesterday, but because I've been sick, I'm too scared to try and open it. So I may actually prioritize that just because it's so different, and I wanted to do something different. I just love Pokemon though, so most of my Resin orders have been Pokemon. And yeah, then there's also these that are coming on their way. So Eyjafjalla and Aqua's pop-up parade were done by Surface. That shipped in August, and they're still not here. So, well, it technically shipped in October. Ami had them for like 2 months before sending them. And Stella is at my boyfriend's dad's because I thought it might arrive over Christmas and sent it there instead, and it arrived when we left. Joy. So there are quite a few that'll be coming later on down the line. But I have kind of separated figures with these like symbols because some of these are actually paid for already. So this year I'm probably going to be cancelling a lot less. And then I've also got somewhere just the item is paid but not shipping, and somewhere it's just a deposit on the item. So to start with, going through some resins. These all were marked as June 2022, but the Gengar I already have, and Jigglypuff and Snorlax have both been paid for and shipped. I have a feeling Deden, Topi, and Dragonite will be coming sometime soon. Sun Studio tend to get things out way sooner than they predict, so... but they're all like kind of 8 centimeters tall, chubby Pokemon that I adore. I also have the Leafeon that has actually been released, but FNC, Fanatic Anime Store, haven't received theirs yet. And then I also ordered the Umbreon Mooncake one when it came up. It's due in March, but we'll see. And I will be ordering the rest of the set, there's no doubt about that. I've already said that to my boyfriend, and I'll likely sell the Mega House one when these come in, because these look much cuter, and I don't really have space for both. So, let's get into it. With January, we have quite a few on order. This one I've put in here because it's quarter 4 2021 to quarter 1 2022, so it could arrive at any point, and I will have to pay shipping and potentially customs for this. We'll see. I ordered it from weareanimecollectors.com, and it cost me $300, so a fair chunk of money. I'm hoping that shipping goes okay, because this is super cute. It's probably one of my most anticipated figures, even though it's a resin. I just love Jigglypuff. Like, Jigglypuff, such a mood when I was a child. Like, I used to want to sing all the time and no one wanted to hear it, so that's partly why. So this is paid for, it's just the shipping I have to pay for. Next, I have another resin. If you haven't noticed, I did go into the rabbit hole this year. It's also because, like, there is the Max Factory Shitandoji, which looks gorgeous, but it's 27k pre-owned at this point, and I was like, well, this one fits the theme of my other figures a little bit more. I have paid for the item itself up front, so I've just got shipping to pay for. And it's due Q1 2022, so it could be any time between January and March. It could even be later, depending. But yeah, this is from Fanatic Anime Store, so it'll be a bit late anyway. And it does have an LED in it. So yeah, this is gorgeous. I saw it and I was like, okay, this is the one. This is the Shitandoji for me. So yeah, there's that one. I also ordered these two Amiya budget figures. I don't know if I'll keep both of these. I have put a deposit on them from Taobao, but I might see how they are in person before I decide. The one on the left actually fits with my casual wear collection. She looks really cute, but Hobby Max have announced a scale version of this outfit. So, yeah, we'll see. And then the formal dress, like party Amiya, is really cute, but I also don't really have many formal wear figures anymore. So, but these are both ordered from Taobao. I forgot to mention before as well, at the end of the video, I will kind of go through how much this year is going to cost me, how much I've paid towards it already, things like that. And so these were both delayed. Originally from November, then December, now January. I don't know if they'll get delayed again. I'm really looking forward to them. I was devastated when I came into figure collecting, found out that these existed, and the aftermarket was atrocious. So when Union Creative announced a re-release, I hopped straight on it. So yeah, I'm keeping hold of these two. Kokichi was like my favorite from DRV3. And I'm looking forward to another Danganronpa one in the future as well that I will talk about later. So yeah. And on top of that, I already have the Chica bunny, so of course I'm getting the Kaguya bunny. She's 23,700 yen from Ami Ami. Shipping is going to murder me, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. Now that I know Amazon JP exists, in the future I'll likely order bunnies from them. I'm hoping they do a Hayasaka Ai as well, who is actually becoming my favourite in the series. I've read up to volume 10 of the manga so far. I finally got volume 11 just before Christmas, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of her. And honestly, I love how refined and like classy this Kaguya bunny is. It suits her personality, so yeah. It's another one for January. And then we also have Texas from Arknights. You'll find I ordered quite a few Arknights figures, as it's like my main game series I play. I did order this from Taobao because you got like a little, I think it was like a pin badge from the Arknights store. I didn't really need to in the end. I ordered it the same day because I expected Ami Ami to be charging a lot more than they did do, so I kind of regret that. Though, at least with using Taobao and Superbuy, I can leave the shipping a bit later, because you'll see January is a bit hectic. But I have paid a deposit towards her, so there's no point me trying to change it when I've already paid like £23 for her. So yeah, that is January. Okay, so February is thankfully smaller than January is. It gives it a little bit of leeway, plus I am 100% expecting some of these to get delayed. So first we have the Aqua Oiran version. I have no idea why they called it Oiran version, because it barely resembles what an Oiran is in Japan's culture, but you know, it's a kimono version. I have paid for this fully upfront with CD Japan because it's Aqua. I'm not cancelling Aqua. There's no way. So yeah, as an Aqua simp, here we go. My I think she's actually one of the best aquas out there. I love that she's doing Nature's Beauty with her fan, and the scarf looks really nice in how they've done it. I'm not a fan of the base, but we'll see how that turns out when it arrives. So yeah, that's one. The second I have on order is this ridiculously priced Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen. Thankfully, I ordered this via Taobao because 1,053 or 1,038 RMB, I can't remember which of the two it was, is about 21k yen. It's much cheaper than buying it from AmiAmi, plus with Superbuy, again, I can delay the shipping until a point where I can afford it. I think you can store things for like 90 days there, and the invoice can be changed and things like that, because I live in the UK. So depending on when the dollar is strong, because they use dollars for their things, I could ship it then. But yeah, I watched JJK about a month or two ago. I did try and wait a little bit before ordering any figures, but I think this one, he looks really damn fine. So this is the one I went with. Plus I do kind of like that you don't have to use the base, but you can do, so if I wanted to like slot him in somewhere a bit smaller, I could try and do that. But yeah, the paint job looks fantastic, so I'm hoping that it actually comes out really well. And then the third one I have for February that I have not paid anything for, I did order her from Good Smile Company Global for that nice 2 yen shipping, and she looks stunning. She's so pretty. I love DS Miles' work. Chris is by the same artist. She just looks beautiful. I love the pink tips of her hair. She just looks so soft in her expression. Like, she's gorgeous. Like, I was obsessed with this bunny when it came out. I wasn't expecting it, so I'm really hoping that Freeing do more from this artist, because DS Mile and Saitom are probably my two favourites. But yeah, so that was February. Okay, so on to March, aka the month that is going to wreck me. Like, thankfully this is my birthday month, but still, and there's one reason why. I did manage to order the Katsushika Hokusai by Fat Company. I remember when this came out, I was like, there's no way I'm paying 35k for a 1/7. Yet here I am. I mean, it's also because like most figures are becoming more expensive, but this one is honestly a work of art. And we've had other companies do figures of Hokusai, like the Sort Travel version by Fat Company as well, plus the Good Smile Company like summer version that she has. But this is my favourite, and I was like, if I'm gonna have one Hokusai figure, this one's gotta be it. So I ended up getting a by friend Moe diamond subscription for this and Stella. Technically I managed to get both of the ones I wanted. Was it worth it? Probably not, but I'm really happy that I'm going to be able to get her. I plan on saving all my AmiAmi points from, I think it's like November last year until March to knock off some of this money, because 35k is a lot, especially when you consider what other figures I have this month. March is just hell. So I also have Lapland, who was originally coming out in September. She got delayed straight to March as well. And now Ulta has announced a figure of her as well. I don't know whether to keep this or just wait. So we'll see. I did put a deposit of about £20 on this, so it's, yeah. I also watched all of Evangelion recently, and Kaoru was by far best boy. So I did manage to get the coloured edition of his Radio Eva version 1 figure from Taobao, which is about the same price as AmiAmi, to be honest. It's not too bad. And this is with the dodgy conversion Superbuy users, so we're all good. But yeah, I like his pose, I like his outfit on this. It's quite simple and sleek, so yeah. So those are two others, and then I also have the Hoshiguma Patrolling Ronin version. I am 100% sure this will get delayed. I will be very surprised if it doesn't, because FNEX has delayed everything by a month or two recently. I'm kind of hoping it does. But yeah, this was ordered via Taobao, mostly because it comes to over £135. And again, I can wait to ship it when it'll be a bit more financially capable for me to do that. But she looks stunning, and I am willing to bet this box will be absolutely massive. So Ami shipping would kill me. So here we go. Yeah, going from March, which is super expensive, to April, which would be much more expensive than it is. Thankfully, I have paid for a bunch of things up front. So the Amelia Crystal dress I mentioned in my 2021 video, she is stunning. I paid for her direct from eStream, which I'm half regretting now. I kind of wish I'd done it from Tom, because eStream do not package well. So I'm really hoping she doesn't arrive broken. I did get the Demon Oni Ren version, so I'm looking forward to having them side by side. They're going to look fantastic. I also picked up this resin from She and April Studio, or April Studio, from Fanatic Anime Store. It's $269. I've actually split it over 3 months. I've been paying monthly like $80 or something to pay for this, but she looks beautiful. Like, if you have seen the figures I buy, quite a lot of them are Chinese dress versions. I love the style of it, and I love the like diorama they've got with this, and Puck with this little lantern is really cute. So yeah, I did order this. The shipping is gonna hurt, so I'm hoping it actually comes around, gosh, maybe a month or two afterwards, depending on when delays happen. We'll see. I've also got the My Sakurajima 1/7 by Aniplex on order. I did sell my 1/4 version of her when this came out for re-release. I've just realised the autocorrect changed it to Taboo. It's from Taobao, not Taboo, because Aniplex stuff on there tends to come with a bonus, if there is one, so I just started using Taobao for Aniplex stuff in the end. But I really like the style of this one, and it obviously fits the anime a bit better. Then I also ordered the Hosho Marine Nendoroid from CD Japan. I remember trying to find one of these last minute. I think there were 4 left in stock when I managed to grab one. Marine is super cute, and I have more to say on her much later in the video. Probably not for the reason you're thinking, but yeah, so she's super cute. I actually love her Nendoroid form of this. It suits her really well. I also have the Mary Satome 1/7 by Mythos. Mythos is amazing for their quality and their pricing. I ordered direct from their Mythos store. So when she came up for pre-order, I had started Kakiguri and I was like, Mary's best girl, we've got to do it. So I have very few things that she could go with other than school uniform things. So I'm going to have to try and work out how to fit things together at a later date. And then, I promise this isn't for complete meme purposes, but I showed my boyfriend this Scream Figma, and he was like, this is great, we need to do photos with this. So it kind of is going to be for meme purposes. I have some Nendoroids with some really good faceplates that we've come up with some ideas that we want to photograph it with, and we just want to surprise people when they come into the room. Like, this is going in the living room. It's the only figure I have permission to put outside of my cabinets in the office on my desk. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this. It's fully paid for already. I paid shipping and the item itself from CD Japan. I'm super excited for this. I hope it doesn't get delayed because we have so many ideas. But yeah, it's a charm. I forgot that I keep having to put my headset up because I keep having to drink ginger tea. Now, May. So May would be a really expensive month for me had I not paid for this Arena Binding Bunny up front. I ordered her from Gamer Chic, which is a UK store that sells some native figures. So the £256.45 there was with a slight discount because of getting it within a certain time frame, I think. But I won't have to pay customs on top of that or anything like that. And she'll go amazingly next to Chris. I watched her prototype, the artwork, for a while before they announced this, so I was extremely excited when she came out. She looks stunning. I also have the Aqua Pop-Up Parade on order because it's Aqua, of course. She looks really cute. I love her expression and pose. I will probably only be buying Aqua Pop-Up Parades in the future, like no other character. just because I'm not a huge fan of the quality. Like, some of them, the aqua one I got was really good, but some of the ruby ones have been a bit off lately, so I ended up selling those. And the other one I'll be getting is because I'm getting the AI Somnium Files 2 Collector's Edition, and Iber as a pop-up parade comes with that, apparently. We'll see when it comes out. I also have the Thorns from Arknight's Nendoroid on order. He is a top operator, like, fantastic to use, and his design is really cool. So, I also, as I mentioned before, I watched all of Evangelion, partly because of this Asuka figure on the left. She looks so amazing, and Revolve's quality is so good, and for 14,000 yen, I was like, okay, we need to get watching this. It was due in January originally, and after seeing my January, you can probably understand why I'm glad it was delayed. But May was not the best month for me, so we'll see how this goes. I also have the Misato and Pen figure on order, which I don't think is a scale figure. I think it's just like Mega House's non-scale kind of stuff. But she looks gorgeous, and there aren't enough Misato figures for how great her character is. So yeah, and Pen's also best character out of the entire thing. I'm only semi-kidding with that. I really like Pen. Okay, so June is the month that will make or break me, to put it simply. I didn't plan this very well. So, first up, we have 3 Nendoroids that I'm getting from Ami. I actually cancelled 2 already, which was the Chica and Kaguya Nendoroid dolls. I already have figures of them, so I was like, okay, let's try and get some variety in. Yangui Fei is one of my favourite characters in FGO. I dolphined for her when she first came out in JP 2 years ago. She is gorgeous, and the first foreigner I got in my JP account for a long time, to be honest. And that's 6,300 yen. She's a little bit pricey, but I think that's the fate tax, to be honest. Then also the Doctor from Arknights, because you can't have all your operators without the Doctor commanding them. Plus, I love the accessories they come with, because there's like a slug and also like the little bag for when you're doing the gacha, which just works really well. I'm really glad they put those in. It also comes with like the kettle and noodles that they do. It's really funny. And then we have Fuka Miyazawa from Aquatope on White Sand. She comes with her little penguin, which is so cute. And I finished this series and found out that the Nendoroid existed, and then was distraught when Kuroro hasn't been announced yet. So please, Good Smile Company, give us Kuroro. These 2 girls need to be together. And I really hope that they give us, like, I don't know what they could give as accessories for Kuroro, but I want more cute animals. Please. But yeah, she's a bit more decently priced at 5,200 yen, and she looks really cute, so yeah, I'm excited for her as well. And then I also have these 2 from Taobao. So 02, I have spent a very long time trying to work out which 02 figure I wanted to get. There is a Resin by Lazy Dog Studio that looks fantastic, but it was also one of those like lying on a frame ones. I was like, well, where am I going to put it? At least this one fits with like school uniform theme if I went with that. I don't know. Plus, if I do end up getting the Ichigo one, this matches better with that from Good Smile Company. So, yeah, so we went with this one. And she looks fantastic. So I'm hoping I don't regret that. And then I have no idea what I'm going to put this one with, but OTS 14 by Apex. This looks stunning. Like, she looks absolutely fantastic. So where there's a will, there's a way, right? I'm going to make sure she fits. Plus, 899 RMB is not that expensive. I think she's like 20k yen on Ami or something. Like, for what you're getting, she looks amazing. So I'm really excited for her. I did originally have Sop Mod on order as well, the party dress version, but I've ended up having to cancel that just because I'm running out of space. This one, because I put a deposit on, you can't really cancel. I'd just lose my deposit money when it came to the time, so we'll decide with that one later. I have Nyan from Arknights, who is my waifu from Arknights. Like, I have no idea how the hell I'm gonna fit this diorama anywhere, because I'm hoping you can kind of like just use parts of it to display her, but we'll see. But I ordered that from Taobao from the Arknight store because she didn't come onto AmiAmi for like a month or two afterwards, and I'm used to using Superbuy Plus. Again, I can change the shipping month to a different month if I need it. And then finally, I watched Arcane over Christmas. We all know this was coming, right? Arcane is a bloody masterpiece of animation storytelling. I did not expect to love it as much as I did. And I spent like a week or just under 2 weeks being like, okay, do I pre-order this? My Ethos figures go up extremely high in price. I was like, better to order it and then cancel closer to the time if I can't afford it then. Plus, she is very much likely going to be delayed. So, we might be okay. You'll find that after July, my orders go very, very quiet. So they're all kind of clustered together at the moment. I'm hoping some delays like split them out a bit more. But yeah, she looks amazing. Like, they've done a really good job of putting her together with this. So yeah, that's June. June is hell. Here on out, this is where it gets much quieter and much more sane of a pre-order list. So for July, I have these three. So there is the Asuna Loungewear version by Aniplex, which could potentially get delayed, to be honest, which I've ordered from Taobao because it comes with the bonus faceplate, which I think is the one shown. Then there's also one where she's got like her mouth open slightly. Then we also have the Starlit Astrologus 1/7 scale by Hobbymax, which is going to look gorgeous with Yai Sakura and the Mythos Miku. I'm hoping to display the three of them together. Because they're all about the same scale, and they have the whole tree kind of thing going on. I don't actually play Honkai Impact anymore, but it's a really good series. It's just the fact that I can't play Arknight's FGO and Honkai. I don't have the time for that. And then obviously, Shark Baby Queen Gorgura, who is one of the few VTubers I kept watching. So I think she's hilarious and super cute. I love her new outfit. And someone in Anime's Discord mentioned, what if they did like their outfits as Nemoroids as well? I was like, oh, please. She is really cute, precious Shark. So yeah, I ordered her from Good Smile Company Global. Did luckily get in the first set that comes out in July. Then they did a re-release for August. So, yeah, fingers crossed that goes okay. And then August, see? Much smaller. So August, I have 2 Nendoroids that I've been paid for. I put Rimuru in here because Dekai Anime tell me February. I have no idea when he's really going to come because Dekai Anime is about 6 months behind at the moment. This came out in November, I think. So December, January, February, March, April, May maybe when it comes out, but I put it with Diablo anyway. I ordered Diablo from Gamer Chic, and they're both paid for fully. I have Milim's Nendoroid already. They're probably the 3 I'll get from the Slime anime. I still haven't found a scale of any of them that I really like, so hold off for that for now. And then I also have the Ai Hayasaka 1/7 by Amakuni. Super excited for this. I love her character so much. The more I read the manga, the more I really appreciate her. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. It probably will get delayed, but it's fine. Now September, I also only have 2 Nendoroids. We've got the Sakura Karagami Hara from Eurocamp. This is much cheaper because I had about 2,500 points to use. So don't go onto CD Japan thinking that you're going to be paying this much, including shipping. Just put that out there. This is how much I paid personally. I didn't go for the bonus parts because like the little hand warmer isn't worth it to me. So yeah, I have her on order. And I'm hoping at some point, actually no, I'll come to that later. And then also Frost Nova from Arknight, was not expecting this. If you've played the game, you will know why this was so meaningful. I was absolutely overjoyed that they gave her an Nendoroid. I'm hoping that the the anime that's coming out at some point is true to the game, because yeah, you'll see is all I can say. But yeah, this character made me feel a lot, let's put it that way. Then October, November, I actually have nothing, which leaves us with December. Finally, December. So firstly, I have paid in advance for the Asuka Radio Era version 2, coloured version by Hobby Max. This was about 17,000 yen on CD Japan, plus I had a coupon, I think, or points or something. So including shipping, she ended up being the cost of what she hits on Ami Ami, I think. So highly recommend CD Japan for things like this. Sometimes they do get in touch and say, okay, it's like 1,000 yen more expensive for shipping than we thought, but I'm still pretty sure it's cheaper than Ami Ami's sometimes. So yeah, I don't have to worry about paying for her in December. Then we have this Riser figure. Now this one came out for wonfes, and I was like, this is gorgeous. I don't know the series, I can't justify it. But for Christmas, my boyfriend's dad actually got me the first Atelier Riser game for the Switch. I started playing it. I absolutely love it so far. Unfortunately, I've been too sick to really concentrate on anything for longer than like 20 minutes, so I need to get back to playing it soon. But she is so cute, and this figure is gorgeous. So I've actually ordered her from Amazon JP, which means I can't cancel after I think it's like January 25th. But the 31,000 yen listed on here includes shipping and import taxes, so I don't have to worry about paying parcel force or anything like that. So I may actually start using them more in the future. And I don't think I'm gonna want to cancel her. The base looks massive, yeah, sure, but she looks absolutely gorgeous. And I love the little bird. The little bird is so cute. So yeah, that is the pre-orders for the year. Obviously, this is all subject to change. It's less likely to than last year, because last year I didn't really pay for anything up front. This year, you see, I have quite a few deposits and items paid, and some of them I've even paid fully for on CD Japan. So, yeah. Oh, I did forget, I do have one order for January 2023, which is the Ephraim Knights one. I haven't ordered the Silver Ash one because he doesn't really fit with what I want. If he had been the Elite 2 version, it would have been different. But yeah, she's 21,200 yen from Ami Ami, single shipment, so shipping is gonna hurt, but I figured for this one I'd just go with that, because I'm hoping by then I move somewhere where I don't struggle to pay by service and use service, but we'll see. Yeah, so how much did my wallet die this year? So I've got two sums on here. The one on the left is how much this would cost me in total had I not paid for anything, which is a hell of a lot. £4,771.85. End me. But what I have left to pay is a bit more reasonable. It's £2,845, which is still a lot. I recognise that I have a certain level of privilege having a well-paid job to do this, but it's not £4,000 worth, thankfully. I think I worked it out, it was like 1,900 that I paid this year up front, and like I said, a lot of that came from a loan, so don't think I actually just magicked this money out of nowhere. I am paying it back over time. So yeah, quite a lot of big things this year. I also wanted to kind of like point out some re-releases I really want to happen. So these are the other thoughts I had. So I have been searching for about 2 months now for this Ice Wallenstein 1/7 scale by Kotobukiya, and it's just like 36k everywhere. I don't want to pay that for this figure. So I'm hoping at some point they might re-release it, or another Eyes one that comes out that looks nice as well. I think quite a few of us want the 02 plug suit kind of want to come. Jeanne d'Arc by Kotobukiya would be nice, but it's not the end of the world. I think I found listings for about 16 to 18k, because I did cancel the Alta version because it's just too big. So I think this is going to be a nice compromise. Ena Saito, I need her Nendoroid re-released. I have the 4 other girls, Sakura on order, like please, good smile, give me this. Quite a few people are probably also hoping for the Kakiguri Kojobukiya scales to come back out again. I know Daijo Boo did a whole video on how she accidentally bought a bootleg of Yabami, which is understandable because the bootleg looks really good. To be fair, I don't even know if these pictures I posted are the bootleg or the real one, because the bootleg is that good. But I do want those to be re-released. Another by Kotobukiya is the Joker Dancing All Night one, which I think looks fantastic. It's 1/8 scale, which is one reason why I'm not willing to pay the aftermarket, and then finally, Skahar by Ulta. This is going for 30k in the aftermarket, and I'm sorry, but no. So I'm hoping at some point Ulta will re-release this, but I'm not too hopeful, to be honest. Like, I'm stubbornly not buying any other figures of her because I want this one. But I don't want to pay that much. There was one that came up for about 18k with damage to the back of her head, and I regret not buying it now because it's stupidly expensive. So yeah, those are figure re-releases I really want to happen. I think the top 4 are like the main ones. My Dungeons and Dragons character is half based on Ice Wallenstein, so I really want her, but we'll see. I did want to add a category for likely instant pre-order because there were a few things announced at megahobby and wonfes that I was interested in. So here is a big picture of them all. So we had the Aoba and Kojaku from Dramatical Murder by Native. There are not many lewd male figures, and this was announced at the Native Erotic Festival. And oh my god, they look stunning. So as long as the price won't break the bank, as I think they're probably going to be like 1/7, 1/6 size, they're likely a pre-order. I do want to get Mari and Shinji from version 2 of the Radio Ava line, but they may not even come out until 2023. And the version 1 of Rei, if she comes out for re-release. I'm hoping she does. Kamadeva and BB are instant pre-orders, no questions about it. I don't care how much they break my bank. Kamadeva is my FGO waifu. I was in Disneyland when I rolled for her, and her third art Ascension is just divine. I do like her second Ascension as well. Her first one, not so much. I'm not into, the lolly look, shall we say. But this one looks gorgeous. The paintwork is superb. And BB, my gosh, please just step on me. I love BB as a character. BB is the reason why I started looking into figure collecting, because I spent an atrocious amount on her banner. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. So, yeah. So, those two I am really looking forward to. No idea where I'll fit them, but they look gorgeous. And I do also want to get the Mori to match the Asuka by Revolve. Pekora as an android I would love to have, but I'm scared of how difficult she's going to be to get when she comes out. But she's really cute. I do watch her sometimes, as well as Korone. And then Kaede from Danganronpa, instant pre-order, no questions asked. I have Chiaki, I have Kirigiri. I think Junko is the only scale figure from Danganronpa I'm missing at that point. But yeah, I'm not too sure if I like that one, so we'll see. And then if they do an A2, I think this is by Flair. It's the same sculptor as the 2B one. I'd get her as well. A2 was actually my favourite from Nier Automata. So I'm hoping that this is Flair's, and it may not even come out for pre-order until 2023, I don't know. But yeah, I did want to include this because I didn't do a video around the time of wonfes or megahobby, so here it is, I guess. And I did want to point out there are a few I'm keeping an eye on that I don't know if I'd get, but for example, there is the Asuka and Murray by Mega House and the Rei by Mega House. Depending on their price points, I do want an Eva shelf. It's been over a month, maybe 2 months at this point since I watched it, and I still feel like emotionally surprised by how good it was. Like, I felt immersed in the whole thing. It was just really good storytelling. Well, not storytelling, emotionally. It's like the characters' feelings and reactions to things was very real. The story itself is bizarre as heck, don't get me wrong. Then Alta kind of blew everyone out the park with megahobby, and the Schwartz came out. I love Schwartz. Like, I got her skin even though I didn't have her. I tried rolling for her multiple times, finally got her. And this looks stunning, but it's going to be like 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters. I can't remember how much I read. I have nowhere to put this. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I have no idea if I have the setup for this at the moment, but I know if it came out in like 2023, late 2023, 2024, maybe by then I'd have a house. Like, this is my kind of thought process with it, because I would love like a whole detail of Arknights figures. That would be great. There's also the Lapland by Alta I mentioned before. Do I cancel the Apex one and wait for this? I don't know. It's a tough one. And then also Alta announced a Merlin prototype figure where, yeah, I sold the original Merlin because he took up too much space, and over time I started to get really annoyed with the size of his box and other things. I'm hoping this one's gonna be nicer, like it's compact. And then we also have the Saria Nendo. There will likely be more Arknights and Androids that come up in the future that I'll pre-order as well, because I do want to have like a 12 squad operator set with the Doctor commanding them. That'd be really cool. So yeah. Then there's a whole category of, oh gosh, why don't I have space or money? I have space for 2 detolfs and a desk, and kind of like one shelf of a bookcase that's next to my desk for figures. It's a very tight, cramped area. Until I do manage to buy a house or just move to somewhere that's a bit bigger, I don't have space for these. So you'll notice that the Summer BB is on this list, because as much as I could afford her at the moment, I don't have space for her. I'd rather get the Alta one, but she's gorgeous. Like, she looks stunning. I love BB so much. Meltrilus falls into the same category. This is a 1/8, but it's absolutely humongous. Then Marine is the same. Like, she does come out in December, but I don't believe she'll come out in December. I think it'll be 2024. Just because Max Factory is delayed with everything. She looks stunning, but where the hell am I gonna put her? It's the same also with the Eva Twinmore one. It looks great. It's also very expensive, to be honest. It is 2 figures in one, so I can kind of understand why. But again, if I have this Eva shelf, I don't think I have space for this in the middle when I want all these other ones. And then the Fate 15th anniversary Saber and Shiro figure is huge. It's so impressive though, so I kind of said to myself, if I go to Japan, maybe this will be the one I buy for myself in Japan, because then I can put it in a suitcase. The Celestia Danganronpa one goes for like 70k on Yahoo auctions at this point, so I've given up hope. So if I were rich, I'd get her. And then the same kind of money-wise is for the Aquatope on White Sand one. Kururu and Fuka look amazing. It's a really cool concept of a figure, but that price ain't it. Tharja as well. Her figure is still pretty pricey in the aftermarket. Carmilla's is even worse. So yeah, it's just some figures that I thought I'd talk about in a brief moment to say I would love these. I just A, cannot afford them, or do not have space for them, or both in some cases. So yeah, are there any figures that you really would love to have and just cannot afford or do not have space for because they're absolutely humongous? Answer in the comments below. If you do want to kind of keep track on what I'm ordering and cancelling or getting in, please feel free to friend me on MFC, myfigurecollection.net. My username is Katioyo. This has been an incredibly long video, so if you stayed till the end, thank you for watching. And let me know if there's anything that you've really been looking forward to this year.